You haven't bought another shirt, have you?
Are you asking me or accusing me?
You bought a slimline floral pattern shirt with matching tie only yesterday.
And I bought a crewneck pullover with saddle shoulders only today.
You spend money like a... I don't know.
A single fella?
I'm a single fella, Roland.
You're under starter's orders, Geoffrey. What do you think?
Gone right off pullovers.
Oh. Hey, have you gone right off heels on your shoes?
They're all right, I suppose, if you happen to need one.
Oh, you need one, Geoffrey. Not just down at the heel. That's basement level.
Pullovers.
Oh. Well, I happen to need something decent when I happen to have the top down.
And you happen to have the what down?
The top down on the MG, Dad.
You've not got it.
This time tomorrow I'll have got her.
What colour is it?
Red.
Black upholstery?
Yep.
Wooden steering wheel?
Yep.
Push button?
Yep.
I've gone right off MGs.
Oh, well, you'll be going in for the small family saloon when you got the carpets and furniture and things paid off.
Money can't buy you happiness, Roland.
And happiness can't buy you money, Geoffrey.
Hello, Geoffrey.
I've been here 2 hours, Beryl. I said hello, Geoffrey, when I limped in, owing to one heel being higher than the other.
I don't mean hello, Geoffrey. I mean hello, Geoffrey.
Well, a kind word costs nothing.
Geoffrey Bubbles Bonbon.
It's about the only thing that doesn't.
Hello, my Geoffrey Bubbles Bonbon.
Hello, Beryl.
Groovy kisser.
Am I?
Dreamy. Still, I don't need to tell Geoffrey P. Scrimgeour that, do I?
No.
Why? Who else tells you?
No, nobody, Beryl. It just, it takes one to know one.
It's just what being in love with you has made me. You've made me.
I won't exactly say that, Beryl.
Honestly, I was a real little Miss Innocent Butter wouldn't melt till I met you. Hey, let's play Love Is. Love is, nibbling Geoffrey's earlobes. Your turn.
Love is nibbling Geoffrey's earlobes.
No, Geoffrey, love is. Love is,
A many splendid thing.
No, you've got to make up a proper one, Geoffrey.
I'm not very good at love is, Beryl.
Love is Geoffrey missing a football match for Beryl's sake.
Love is Beryl going to a football match for Geoffrey's sake.
Nearly.
Love is...
That's definitely not a love is, Geoffrey.
Love is actions speak louder than words.
Love is kissing Geoffrey P. Scrimgeour when he's sucking a chlorophyll tablet, having eaten only 9 sardine sandwiches.
I'm not sucking a chlorophyll tablet, Beryl.
I know, Geoffrey, you don't have to tell me. Here you are. Open your mouth.
What are you doing?
Say R.
Air. What is it?
It's teeth lacquer, Geoffrey, for keeping your teeth in place on a windy day. It's also for smelly breath.
I haven't got smelly breath, Beryl.
Not now you haven't.
Thank you.
You don't mind me mentioning you smelled like a sardine, do you?
Oh, I'm very grateful, Beryl. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're upset, aren't you? Have I hurt your feelings?
No. I haven't seen your mother tonight.
Probably because she's not been in tonight.
She out making lampshades?
Altrincham.
Is there something wrong with them?
Altrincham is a town in Cheshire, Geoffrey. Apart from that, it's quite nice.
Why has your mother gone to Altrincham?
To look after me Uncle Arthur while my Auntie Edna's in hospital to see if it's better to take it out or leave it in.
What?
When something's called an it, Geoffrey, you don't ask what.
I suppose your mother might have to, consider the possibility of, staying overnight.
She is.
All night?
All night.
Till tomorrow morning?
Well, that's the usual length of an all night. Geoffrey, before you met me, did you know... Did you know lots of girls?
One or two.
Did you know any of them very, very particularly well?
Yeah, I suppose so. Oh, you mean, did I,
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
How many?
Well, I don't know, Beryl. I mean, it's just a way of rounding off an evening out. You and me drink cocoa instead.
Personally, I think it's quite a good thing for the man to have had experience.
About 20 girls very, very particularly well, and a couple of dozen fairly well. OK for a quick session, nothing too heavy.
You didn't get to know Vicky Schofield very, very particularly well, did you?
Didn't she sign on as prop forward with Rochdale Hornets?
You tried to kiss her and missed.
I tried to kiss her and successfully missed, Beryl.
Why did you bother going out with her?
She used to beat up the whole class if anyone refused.
Well, it just so happens that Vicky has very kindly agreed to be my chief bridesmaid.
Chief Sitting Bull would be a lot prettier, Beryl.
Honestly, it's no wonder Vicky absolutely detests men. She's broken off 4 engagements in less than 2 years.
Well, a lot of girls do, Beryl, until the right Mr. Right comes along.
You're my Mr. Right, Geoffrey. You're different.
I'm not, Beryl. I'm a very average person with an average insatiable lust for Percy filth. I mean, you might not be able to sate me, Beryl.
Hey, when we get married, you can have egg and Beryl for breakfast if you like.
Well, it's all right saying that now, Beryl, but it's no guarantee you're going to be an actual raver.
Hey, all that experience with 20 girls. It's pots better than marrying a learner.
Trial marriages seem to be a good idea. Don't they?
No.
Oh, you don't know what I mean, Beryl.
You mean trial Percy filth, Geoffrey?
Well, only to find out if we're compatible.
That's what I said, trial Percy filth.
Well, a little premarital Percy filth is a way of getting a bit of experience in the shallow end before taking the big plunge.
The best way to learn how to swim, Geoffrey, is to jump in at the deep end.
It's also the best way to learn how to drown, Beryl.
It's not that I don't want you to, Geoffrey. It's just that I don't want you to want me to want you to.
Ah. Could you repeat that, Beryl?
Well, I don't want you to persuade me to do anything against your will.
You don't want me to what?
Miss your last bus.
Untidy in midfield there.
Football?
City and Everton.
Playing a bad pass and a chance to be...
I like your wedding guest list, Beryl. Only 6 pages. Did you run out of ink?
Oh, very untidy midfield play.
Pardon?
You missed a really untidy midfield play there, Geoffrey. Really untidy. That one, untidy midfield player. Absolutely untidy.
That's the ref, Beryl.
Oh, untidy midfield play.
City have just got a penalty.
Serve them right, untidy midfield play.
Beryl?
Honestly, all this fuss about a few suggested wedding guests.
Oh, what fuss?
Any second now.
No, I was just going to say, Beryl, don't you think that 127 few suggested wedding guests is not a few suggested wedding guests too many?
It's supposed to be our great day, Geoffrey.
Yeah. Well, I suppose I'd better put a spurt on if I'm going to get my last bus. What time is it?
Nearly 20 past.
It's funny. Midweek football doesn't usually come on till past.
Geoffrey, it's 25 to 11.
Oh, God. Oh. I've missed my last bus, Beryl. Shall I call a taxi?
A taxi from here would cost about £2, Geoffrey. Or put another way, 2 pairs of pillowcases or a stainless steel pan.
Or 2 seats in E-block at Old Trafford. Well, I'd better start walking then, Beryl. It's probably not raining quite as torrentially as it was.
Not in those shoes, you can't.
Well, with a bit of luck, I might be able to hitch a lift. there are some people who stop very late at night in the pouring rain and pick up perfect strangers.
Well, it's only a suggestion, Geoffrey, but, you could, well, you are stuck, aren't you?
Could what, Beryl?
Why don't you sleep here?
Pardon?
Why don't you sleep here?
Pardon?
Why don't you... Oh, forget it.
Hey, why don't I sleep here tonight, Beryl? I mean, we are engaged, aren't we? And there's probably more reasons why I should sleep here than why I shouldn't.
I could sit on your knee. That's a few reasons. Love you. Love you really, lots and lots.
Beryl, are you sure your mother is staying overnight in Altrincham?
All night?
What are you doing to me tie, Beryl?
I'm undoing your tie, Geoffrey. Exciting, isn't it?
Oh, there's Mike Doyle, I see, having a little spit. And where exactly am I sleeping, Beryl?
Well, I suppose you'd better sleep in my bed, Geoffrey.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, great. Really great.
Hello, Geoffrey. Geoffrey's sexy bubbles bonbon.
Hello, Beryl.
Love you billions and trillions.
Thank you, Beryl. Beryl, do you remember earlier when I mentioned knowing about 20 girls sort of very, very particularly well?
Some men have got it, Geoffrey, and some weren't even in the queue when they were dishing it out.
Well, I think I might have tended to give the impression of having more than I've actually got. I was probably using round figures to illustrate a point.
You mean you were really telling lies?
Well, not exactly lies, Beryl.
And not exactly about 20 girls?
Oh, well, not exactly about 20.
About 12. 6?
3.
3.
Nearly 3.
You mean 2?
Nearly 3. Nearly Monica Dyson. Very nearly Pam Wilde. And very, very nearly a girl I met at Scarborough.
So you've never actually... You haven't, have you?
Well, I'm very well up on the theory, Beryl, and once you've cracked... what?
Just ah.
Well, I haven't done anything wrong, Beryl.
Well, you can't have been doing it right, Geoffrey.
Well, it's just that I didn't want you to, Well, that's what trial marriages are all about, isn't it, Beryl? Your mum.
No, my mum's got her own key, Geoffrey, except when she forgets it, and then she always sings When I'm Calling You through the letterbox. Well, I don't have to introduce you two, do I?
Well, not unless Mr. Geoffrey Scrimjaw's forgotten me.
Of course I haven't. Craggy, how are you,
I'm fine, thanks.
You still working at,
At the same place?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, tell you who I haven't seen for ages. You know, what's his name?
He left, Geoffrey.
Well, that's probably the reason why I've not seen him then.
You've no idea who this is, have you?
Of course I have. Maureen Askew. I'm sorry, Maureen. How are you? All right?
He's not changed much.
Well, you've not changed much, Maureen.
Neither has Vicky Schofield.
You've changed a lot, Vicky. didn't you used to be taller than me?
Vicky's staying with me tonight.
Oh. Great. You didn't tell me Vicky was staying with you, Beryl.
Didn't I?
No.
Oh, well, never mind. It doesn't matter, does it?
No.
And it is great seeing Vicky again, isn't it?
A real gas. Great. Oh, Beryl.
Oh, my God! Geoffrey!
Oh, hello, Mrs. Battersby. Are you back from Altrincham already, Mrs. Battersby? You weren't expected back from Altrincham until tomorrow morning.
Apparently not.
I suppose you're surprised to find me in Beryl's bed, aren't you, Mrs. Battersby? How's your lampshades?
Just remember, Geoffrey, that sin only ever triumphs, it never conquers.
Still?
Still what?
Still raining when you came in, was it?
I'll ask you once again. Where's my daughter?
You've not asked me once yet, Mrs. Battersby.
Where is she?
She's here.
Oh. Beryl, would you kindly be good enough to tell me why you've got this young man in your bed?
He was the only one that happened to be passing at the time. Oh, for goodness sake, Mother.
Oh, for goodness sake, Mother, what precisely?
You're very good at finding wrong trees for barking up.
I'm finding young men in your bed.
That's not a young man, Mother. That's Geoffrey.
I'm asking you for an explanation, Beryl, not a definition.
You're enjoying every second of it, aren't you? Should see her tutting away in disgust when she reads the news of the world. Then she reads it again. And again. Geoffrey. Geoffrey Bubbles Bonbon.
Oh, Beryl. Hello, Beryl.
Friends with me.
Friends with you.
Good morning. And did Geoffrey sleep all right in the settee?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Mrs. Battersby. Really great.
It's been a great night for you to end up looking as rough as you do. I've seen healthier-looking blokes qualify for burial grants.
Beryl's mate turned up. Vicky.
Oh, I see. Hey, what was it like with two of them?
Do you know him?
Well, I don't mind, Geoffrey. I'm broad-minded.
Well, there's a time and a place, Roland.
Yeah, last night round at Beryl's place. What was it like? Pretty wild?
Oh, fair.
Who was Vicky?
She's Beryl's chief bridesmaid.
Oh. Well, a chief bridesmaid and the best man are supposed to get together sometime, so what's she like? Kind of dead foul and forget it, or fair and frantic for it?
Well, she's all right. Not bad at all, really.
Will she be there tonight?
Roland's just locking the car.
You're late, love. It's nearly 10:15.
Ah, we went for a little spin up the M6.
Well, a little spin doesn't take till this hour.
Yeah, we couldn't find our way off. It's snowing in Lancaster.
You know, I bet that Vicky's going to really detest that Roland. I mean, I detest Roland and I like everybody.
Vicky's going to really detest who and why and when exactly?
Oh, only Geoffrey's best man, Vicky, and I do mean only. Roland Lomax is the original plumber's nightmare, the biggest strip this side of Niagara. Is Roland Lomax in there, please?
Where the action is hottest, Beryl, baby?
Geoffrey, would you effect the introductions between Miss Schofield, the chief bridesmaid, and Mr. Lomax, the best man?
Dig.
Dig.
Oh, never wear beige, Beryl. Beige plapes on a snake.
Miss Vicky Schofield, Mr. Roland Lomax. Mr. Roland Lomax, Miss Vicky... I thought Vicky detested men, Beryl.
Geoffrey, it's extremely bad taste to whisper when others are present.
If others weren't present, there'd be no point in whispering, would there? Oh, Vicky really seems to detest Roland.
Oh, it's nothing nothing to do with Roland, Geoffrey. It's just his sports car. She's momentarily under the spell of his sports car.
It's only a very slow, suit-down 1962 MG, Beryl.
Vicky!
Roland? Beryl's mum makes lampshades, Roland. I see 43% were against going into the common market, although they said it was in the national interest.
Golly, golly, gumdrops, I've got a really super-duper idea. While both the chief bridesmaid and the best man are both available...
Very, very available.
I thought we might discuss their respective duties.
We've got till next April, Beryl.
Perhaps we could all make notes or something, so that we'd all know exactly, whom the bride gives her bouquet to after she's walked down the aisle to the altar. Anyone? No? Geoffrey?
What would I do with it, Beryl?
The bride gives the bouquet to the chief bridesmaid, Geoffrey. There's nowhere like somebody else's house if you're stuck one night, is there? Tea and toast? Jungle woman? Geoffrey?
Yes, please, Beryl. Hello, Mrs. Battersby. Are you back from Altrincham again?
It's wanderlust, Geoffrey. I must go where the wild wind goes. What's that in the armchair, Beryl?
Vicky and that Roland.
Vicky and that rope.
Oh. Oh, Mrs. Battersby, how are we tonight?
I'm not sure how I am, Ronald, but you seem to be doing all right.
OK if we split, Dad?
Sure.
Great armchair, Mrs. Buttersby.
Battersby.
Roland.
Something wrong, Beryl?
They only met about 4 minutes ago.
Oh.
Is that clock right, Beryl?
As right as it was last night, Geoffrey.
Oh, I see.
You've missed your last bus again, haven't you?
Well, I can always get a lift with Roland.
It's only a two-seater. What will you do with Vicky?
I'll think of something. Good night. Good morning. We've all missed the last bus. Settee again.
Where else?
With Roland.
Who else?